Penuh bervisi Guru AYU, mencapai misi yang satu, bervisi kita bantu.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Okay, hi dear students. It's good to be back, all right? And good to have all you back here. So I hope everyone is as fit as fiddle. How are you doing? Please, write your comments in the chat. I will try to read all your comments, all right? Hi Pranif, thank you for staying loyal with us. All right, anyone else out there? Yes, Pranif, good to see you. And happy holiday to Pranif. All right, those out there, please introduce yourself, all right, on the comment box there so that I would know who are joining me. And I also shared the link with my students. Well, it's raining cats and dogs here. I hope that the line is okay. All right, as you can see here on the screen, all right, there are 5 teachers. I believe you know these 5 teachers, all right. Puan Aisa, she is the head of the Muet department in AYU Academy. And then I believe you know who is Madam Chia, all right. And then Madam Hana, Madam Vina, and the last one is me, Teacher Yenny. Okay, we are pleased to share with you whatever we have. And of course, 3 teachers will be joining us soon in future. We have Madam Madeline, and another one is also Puan Aisa. Then the next one is Puan Anita. All right. Well, let me see how many people out there. So today I am on air alone because Madam Aisa has errand to run. Wait, let me check. Okay, Madam Aisa, all right. Her mother-in-law it's ill. So I hope you can pray for her mother-in-law. Okay, to get well soon. And then as usual, holidays, right? The teachers are busy with their family members. Okay, so here I'm alone with all of you, and I hope that you can bear with me if I am slow, because I'm quite slow with all this technical stuff. All right. Okay, and of course, I want to give thanks to AYU Academy for this platform that we have so that we can share our knowledge with all the students out there for free. And we really hope that you can appreciate all of us here. What we need you to do is just to click the subscribe button. All right. If you check at the bottom there, you can see the subscribe button. We just need you to hit the subscribe button. And of course, you don't need to pay a dime for doing that. All right. It is free. I know it's holiday, but you know what? Those who are here, I believe that you really love English. You really want to learn English. Okay. And there are 4 of you out there. Let me read your comments. Hi, Lee Simon. Thank you for joining us. Even though I'm alone, but actually, we are working in a group. Okay. So when I was not free, the teachers helped me. They were on air for, number of times. So when it's holiday, I'm free. I will be here with all of you. All right. The objectives for today's lessons, it would be, students will be able to identify the keywords for elaboration. and students will be able to summarize the strategy for writing task 1. So I am going to share the strategy for writing task 1. And of course, later I need you to identify the keywords. Okay, hopefully we have time. All right, I need you to identify the keywords. So I will give you some questions where it requires you to identify the keywords. Okay, for writing task 1. All right, are you ready? Set to go? If you're ready, please let me know. Yeah, it feels a bit lonely here. So if you want to join me, you are welcome to join me. A little bit, I will share the link. Okay, if you want to join me, you can come to the broadcast studio. I just shared the link with all of you. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the lesson for today. Okay, so I believe you have seen such question. This is question, writing question, task 1. All right, this is about class farewell party. I hope it's clear for everyone. Let me make it smaller. All right, I hope you can read the question. Of course, I will show you the question and then I will explain. After the explanation, there'll be a session of Q&A where it requires you to answer some questions. Is that okay? So I hope you're all ears. I think I need to share the link with my students. Okay, let me share the link with my students because my students are not here yet. Six. Okay. All right, let me share the link with my students. I hope they'll be joining this class because I will give them some exercises on Google Classroom later. All right, so I'll give you some time to read the question. So this is writing task 1. This is the question for writing task 1. The standard rubric here, you are advised to spend 25 minutes. All right, it's only 25 minutes, so you need to practice. Okay, before your examination, of course, you need to practice. Hopefully, you're able to write, okay, a letter or an email within 25 minutes. Hi, Pranif, you're kind of shy. Really? Are you shy? Because I remember last time you do join us. You actually joined us, right? Last time? Okay. Let's see, what's the question here? All right, your classmate Naziru was not able to attend the year-end farewell party for the class. Read the email from him asking about the party which he missed. Okay, so Naziru wrote the letter for you. All right, so definitely here from Naziru, the subject line. Okay, here's the subject line. So what's the subject? How is the party? Okay, or how's the party? And the recipient would be reads 1, as you can see here, the salutation, hi, reads 1. All right, sorry for not attending our class farewell party. I'll read the question for all of you. Sorry for not attending our class farewell party in a hotel banquet room last weekend. Did you enjoy the party? So the notes here, you also need to be careful, all right? Don't forget the notes, all right? The notes here, it's stated here, yes, and then you can see the 3 dots here. We call that ellipsis. So when you see ellipsis, it requires you to give further elaboration or further explanation, okay? So definitely it's not a short answer. Next paragraph. Actually, I had an emergency. My family and I had to visit my grandmother who is ill. We left on Friday after school and it was a long journey. It took us almost 7 hours to reach there. My grandmother is now admitted in a hospital in Kedah. Okay, don't forget to read under the notes there, I am sorry, and the ellipsis there. Okay, next paragraph. Anyway, did all our classmates attend the party? How was the food? Were there any interesting activities? Hi, Alia. I can see, you write something there. Let me check. What did you write? Hi, teacher. Okay, hi, Alia. Hi, Fauzan. It's okay, Fauzan, you're not late. All right. I am just, showing the question of writing task 1. All right, so I haven't explained in detail. Okay, thanks for joining, and I hope that you learned something for your exercise later. All right, so this is a free tuition for all of you out there. Where were I? Okay, next paragraph. Got to go. Perhaps we can meet up next week. No, I'm afraid. So make sure you have to read the notes and use the notes. All right, and then the closing. Take care, Rizwan. Write soon. And sign off, Naziru. Okay, now I will show you a sample answer, all right, written by a student. So this sample answer, I found that it's quite good, all right. It's well written. That's why I'm sharing it here with all of you. Okay, how many members out there? How many viewers do we have out there? Okay, so finish reading the question. Are you done reading the question? If yes, please let me know. Post a comment out there. Let me know you have finished reading the question. And hopefully you can understand the question so that I can move on. All right, I can move on. I can show you a sample answer with my explanation. Is everyone okay? Is everything okay? Can I move on? Can I proceed to the sample answer? Hello. I hope my line is okay. I hope the internet connection is okay. Yes, Pranif, it's good for you to start early. You start learning Muet early, so you would know all the strategies. Okay, hi Lee Simon, would you like to join me here? I just shared the guest link, right? Anyone else would like to join? Hi Anis. Hi Alia. Hi Song Homan. So I hope you are ready so I can show you the sample answer. Okay, I would like you to know that all of you here, you are definitely great students. All right. And I believe most of you are lower 6 students, right? You had just finished your STPM examinations, right? Okay. And you know what? You are very hardworking. And, I really hope that you will be blessed because you are here. It's holiday, but you are here learning because you want to improve yourselves. Okay, good job, everyone. Now, I would like to show you the answer. Okay, let's look at the answer. All right, the first paragraph. So how did you actually, answer? You look at paragraph by paragraph. You answer paragraph by paragraph. Okay, so that you don't go haywire. All right, let's look at the first paragraph. What does it want? Sorry for not attending our class farewell party. All right, remember earlier classes I shared with you, prompts can be in a sentence form, prompts can be in a question form. All right, so here, the statement form, sorry for not attending our class farewell party. And then the next one, That's the question. Did you enjoy the party? Now, when you have the question, remember, you need to know the prompts. All right? You need to analyze the prompts. You need to look at the notes. And also, you have to look at the keywords. So the keywords here, it's actually enjoy. So when you elaborate the party, when you elaborate about the party, you need to talk about the element of joy because you have the word enjoy here. Okay? The enjoy. Hi, Song Ho Man. Can you please switch on your camera so that we can see you? Song is joining us. I can't put you up, Song. Can you please switch on your camera so that I can put you up so that you can be on air? Okay. Maybe Song can't hear me. All right. Now let's move on. So remember the prompts, remember the notes, remember the keywords, all right, because the keywords, all right, would help you to elaborate. And when you elaborate, don't forget that you need to look for words that are related to the keywords. Because here, you need to let your recipient know whether you enjoy the party or not. But according to the notes given here, you enjoyed the party. Okay, so the answer here, how are you doing? Okay, that's the answer. How are you doing? I appreciate your apology in the letter. So see that? I appreciate your apology in the letter. So you acknowledge that, all right? Even though it's in a statement form, it is still a prompt, okay? But there is no need to apologize. I had a great time in the party. So it shows that you enjoyed the party. Had a great time in the party. Remember, you have to use past tense because it had happened, all right? But it would have been even better if you were there. Yes, I really enjoyed the party. So you can see that. Yes is here. And the word enjoy is here. Even earlier, you had the phrase great time. Okay, I had a great time. It shows that you enjoyed the party. And then the next phrase here, it's an idiom. I had a whale of time. So a whale of time, it shows that you enjoyed the party again. Okay, it was a day to remember, to savor. So this is another word that you can link to the keyword enjoyed. All right, so savor, whale of time, enjoyed, great time. And the next one, I had an immense joy, especially when talking with our best classmates about future plans to travel during holidays. All right, so you can see how many words that are linked to the element joy or enjoyed. Because when you look at the question here, the first paragraph, you have the keyword here, enjoyed. So your answer should be yes. All right. So what are the words that you can link? What are the words or the synonyms that you can link or it's related to the word enjoy? Okay. So I showed you here the first paragraph. You have enjoyed. You have this, another phrase, had a whale of time. All right. Meaning you were excited, had a whale of time. All right. You really enjoyed yourself. All right. And then another phrase, to savor. The next one, immense joy. Okay. So you also need to elaborate because remember the ellipsis means you have to elaborate further. Why you enjoyed the party. So justify. Okay. So had a whale of time chatting with classmates. I had an immense joy, especially when talking with our best classmates about future plans to travel during the holidays. So you see that this would be elaboration, lengthy elaboration. It's not brief elaboration. So if you give brief elaboration, all right, your answer is still correct, but you get lesser marks for content. Okay. Next paragraph. All right, next paragraph. Let's look at the question first so that you remember. All right, look at this, the next paragraph. Okay, the prompts are not in a question form. You don't have questions here. All right, but when you look at the statements, okay, you have to answer. Okay, so under the notes here, I am sorry. Sorry for what? Now let's look at this. Let's look at the sample answer. I am sorry to hear about your grandmother's illness and the long journey you had to make to visit her. So it shows that you read your friend's message. Now you reply to the message. Okay? You give response. Next, you must be very exhausted that you had to hit the road right after the class last Friday. I understand that you had to be there for your grandmother in her time of need. I hope your grandmother will receive medical attention that she needs in the hospital. And I hope that she will recover soon. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to help you or your family during this difficult time. So you can check the response, right? It is not brief response, okay? So you look at the question here. The grandmother is ill, okay? The grandmother is sick, left on Friday after school. It was a long journey. So when you know that it is a long journey, definitely you could understand it is really an exhausted journey. Okay, 7 hours to reach there. Okay, it's very tiring, right? My grandmother is now admitted in a hospital. All right, so make sure that in your response, you have to say sorry. Okay, to hear that your grandmother is sick. Okay, and of course you must be very tired. Okay, after that 7 hours of journey. Okay, hit the road means, hit the road, it's an idiom. It means that you start the journey. Okay, start the journey right after the class. Okay, and you also need to show that, all right, you are an empathetic person, you sympathize your friend. Okay, please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you or your family. Okay. Prani, if you're here, I can't put you up if you don't switch on your camera. Can you please switch on your camera, Pranif?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Pranif. But I
I'm
can't
really
I
sorry
can't put you
because
on
my
here.
camera is not working. It's a bit blurred, so that's why I turn off my cam.
Or your camera is not functioning. It's okay, no problem. Thanks for joining me.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so that I won't feel so lonely. You sound a bit different, Pranif. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, teacher.
Okay, happy holiday. Enjoy your holiday.
Uh, yeah, thank you, teacher. Thank you very much.
Okay, now let's move on to the next paragraph. Okay, what does it say here? Anyway, did all our classmates attend the party? Now, this paragraph has so many questions. All right, so when you look at the prompts here, they are in question forms. All right, did our classmate attend the party? That's the first question. Second question, how was the food? Third question, were there any interesting activities? Wow, 3 questions, all right, in this paragraph. So under the notes here, you have to explain. So explain, make sure you explain, all right? You elaborate. You don't give just short answers, all right? Don't just give 1 or 2 sentences, okay? Because there are 3 questions here, all right? Let's look at the sample here. Okay, here. Look at the elaboration here. I give you time to read, okay? I hope you can read.
Oh,
Would
I
it
can
be
read.
Pranif? You want to help me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I hope you can read it here. Okay, can you start now, Pranif? Not all of our classmates.
Sure. Okay. Um, Not all of our classmates were able to attend the farewell party last Saturday. Two of our classmates, Fauzan and Divya, couldn't make it to the party. Fauzan went traveling overseas with his family while Divya already started her part-time job as a barista in Zoo's Coffee at the weekends. Well, about the food, there were variety of lip-smacking dishes like grilled chicken, spaghetti bolognese, satay, and nasi kerabu. The best dish was grilled chicken, and thus many of our classmates were fond of
Phone
the
call?
savory grilled chicken.
Yes.
The blend
Good.
of flavors for the dish was fantastic. It has a combination of fresh herbs, some seasoned salt, and dried spices like smoked paprika that intensify the flavor. After dinner, everyone had to participate in the activities planned by the game master Rizwan. There were two interesting activities: werewolf game and karaoke competition. During the werewolf game, it was really engaging as the participants had to convince others to trust and save them. Jamal and Alif electrified us with their arguments and lies in order to survive in the game, as they were the werewolves.
Sorry. As they were
Okay,
the werewolf.
okay. In the game, as they were the werewolves or murders. Next, the karaoke competition create a lively and memorable farewell party as we not only sang in group but also danced on stage. Interestingly, the competition was also enlivened by side-splitting performances from all the groups. My group members and I were on top of the world after winning the competition.
Okay, thank you, Prani, for reading this lengthy
Yeah, you're
elaboration.
welcome, teacher.
Right? Okay, that one is for this, all right, this paragraph. Did your classmate attend the party? How was the food? Were there any interesting activities? So, three questions in one paragraph. So, you have to answer these three items. Okay, you have to explain. Now, what are the keywords here? You look at the keywords here, it's about food. So, food, what are the keywords that are related to food? You have to know. Any interesting activities? So, what are the keywords related to interesting? You have to find it out. All right. Here I listed some of them. So, keywords that are related to the word interesting. You can use some of these words here. Okay, electrifying, captivating. When you elaborate, you can use these adjectives. All right, or these words. Okay, when you elaborate. Okay. The next one, delicious food. All right, delicious food. So what are the keywords? What are the words that are related to delicious food? Okay, I believe you could find some in the sample question. If it is not delicious, unpalatable, so these are the words that you can use when you elaborate. Gross, rancid, stale, spoiled, undercooked, overcooked. Okay, so it is up to your creativity how you want to explain, all right, how you want to create that. All right, let's look at this. So it talks about delicious food, right? So you have to explain how delicious was the food. Okay, so what are the words here that are related to delicious? Lid smacking dishes. Okay, make sure it is, the food in the party. All right, it's actually you're referring to the food in the party. All right, the best dish, grilled chicken. All right, phone of the savory grilled chicken. So you see the word savory. Okay, and then what else? Fantastic. The dish was fantastic. Okay, and then any other keywords for the food?
Is it intensify?
Intensify. Okay, intensify the flavor. Okay, so you describe the food. Okay, the food was delicious. Next, it's about the activity. So you have to talk about the activities so they are interesting. All right, if it's not interesting, then of course you need to look for the keywords that are related to, activities that are not interesting. But here we want to show that the activities are interesting. Okay, so 2 activities here, werewolf game and karaoke competition. So let's look at words that are related to interesting. Here we have engaging, all right, and then we have the word electrified. Okay, what else that are related to interesting? Okay, lively and memorable, so that it's interesting, and then enliven. All right, by side splitting, that means it's exciting performance or exciting performances. Okay, so I hope you can understand. All right, next we move on to the next paragraph. Okay, let's look at the question for the next paragraph. Okay, got to go. Perhaps we can meet up next week. Okay, perhaps we can meet up next week. All right, don't forget to check under the notes here. No, I'm afraid. So that means we can't meet up next week. Okay, that would be your response. Let's look at the sample here. Here, I really look forward to hang out with you. Unfortunately, I am afraid that we won't be able to meet up next week because I will be swamped with housework. I've got to catch up on the housework, even though I already shifted to a new house 1 month ago. This is because I was busy studying for exams last month. Would it be possible to schedule a meeting for the following week instead? That means you reschedule the meeting. Okay, you can see that. Please let me know if that works for you. All right, so you can look at this, the elaboration. All right, so it's not a brief elaboration. Okay, you have to acknowledge your friend. Your friend put here, perhaps we can meet up next week. You don't just ignore that. All right, now that's the answer given. And then the closing here, till we meet again. Take care. And the sign off, Rizwan. All right. Remember to check the recipient. Remember to check the sender. Okay. This is from Rizwan. So sign off should be Rizwan, right? Because here, the stimulus here, it's written here, take care, Rizwan. So definitely, Nazirul wrote a letter to Rizwan. Now, Rizwan, you have to reply this letter. Okay? I hope you can understand. Now, if you mix up the recipient and the sender, even though your letter is superb, all right, your language is flawless, anyway, you cannot get band 4 or band 5. You can only get band 3. Okay, I hope that you understand. So remember to check the sender and recipient. It's very important. All right. Now, before we move on to questions, all right. Before I ask you some questions, do you have any questions? All right. I give you some time to think because now I need to wait. I need to find the commercial. Where is it? Okay, I'll be back after a short commercial break. Where is the commercial break? Okay, so I'll be back. I give you some time to think. If you have any questions, you can ask. Anything that is still unclear, please ask. All right, I will check. Post a comment there. I will check your comments. All right. Even though I don't have anyone to relay your message, I'll try to read your message. Okay. Okay, I'm back. All right. Thank you, Song Homan, for your question. Right. How if we want to relate the note? Oh, okay. The notes here. All right. Under the notes here. Okay. You check under the notes here. All right. How do we know what we need to write? Okay. When you look at this this question, for this example, sorry for not attending your our class farewell party. All right, in a hotel banquet room last weekend. Did you enjoy the party? So when you look at the notes here, under the notes here, it says yes. So your answer should be yes. You cannot say no. You cannot say that I did not enjoy the party. So you should say that you enjoyed the party. Okay. So when you say that you enjoyed the party, right, you need to elaborate further. Like in this case, all right, I enjoyed the party because I had a whale of time chatting with classmates. All right, you can create something. All right, you need to justify. Okay, why is it enjoyable? Okay, it's enjoyable because I chit-chatted with my classmates. Okay, because I had time to mingle with my classmates, for example. Okay, like sometimes, okay, wait, there's another question. Sometimes it just write a no. Okay, if it is no, then you have to answer no. Your answer should be no. But here, the under the notes here, it is stated here, yes. Okay, so you should follow. Okay. Song, I hope I answered your question. Have I answered your question, Song? Okay, if let's say under the notes here, it says no, then your answer should be no. No, I did not enjoy. No, I did not enjoy myself in the party. Okay. the party was not enjoyable. Because, what is it? Because you see this ellipsis, right? It requires you to explain. You enjoy because of what? All right. And then the next one also, no, I'm afraid. You can see the ellipsis. So it requires you to give further explanation. All right. So Song Ho Man, I hope I have answered your question. Any more questions? Anyone out there? You would like to ask some questions? Maybe my explanation is not so clear. You want to ask more questions? You may do so. I am reading your comments here. All right. So I would like to show you the checklist. Okay, the strategy, right? The checklist here. Where is the checklist? Okay, the checklist here. I hope you can see the checklist here. Okay, this is a checklist. So what do you need to check? What do you need to do? Okay, the first thing, give response to all the prompts, questions, statements. So remember I told you the P can be in a statement form, can be in a question form. And then don't forget that you have to elaborate. Don't give short answers. Short answers means low marks for your content. All right. You have to describe, you have to elaborate, and make sure that you focus on the keywords as well. Okay, or the key phrases. Remember, keywords, key phrases. Why? Okay, keywords and key phrases. Give justification. Just now, Song Ho Man asked me, all right, how do you know? So you have to justify. Okay, how do I know what to write? You need to justify. Okay, and then you have to make sure that it's relevant to the content. When they ask you about the interesting activities, all right, interesting activities in the party, make sure that you talk about the activities in the party, but you are not giving us the directions or the rules how to play the activities. Okay, that will be irrelevant. So make sure you give relevant content, not irrelevant content. And then the next one, follow the order or the paragraphs. All right, paragraphing skill is very important here. All right, and then use the notes given. Examples, if you're asked to suggest 2 ways under the notes, make sure you give 2 ways. All right, if you are asked to write yes, then you have to respond yes. Okay, check the names. Remember I told you recipient and sender, you must check the salutation and sign off. Don't mix up. All right, and then use appropriate register. No NetSpeak, you cannot use YOLO, YOLO, or TMI, too much information, or what else you have? Any more any more NetSpeaks that you know? I believe young generation, you have a lot of these NetSpeaks, right? YOLO, TMI, FOMO, I don't know what is that. Or maybe YOU, you just put U, the alphabet U. And then the Malaysian slang like la and lo, all right? I miss you la, all right? You don't
And
use that.
sometimes they put like the X, cross X.
X, what is it? The X.
X means like a top, like no.
Oh, okay. X for no, the symbols, all right? Yes, thank you, Pranif. All right, and then check your cohesive devices. All right, cohesive devices, they are very important because, you know, it enables your readers to follow your script or follow your responses, okay? So I hope that it's helpful. And I will also like, I would also like to share this link, okay? For those who did not follow me earlier, you can go to that link, all right, and check out the strategy that I shared with my students. That strategy is just, a scaffolding for all of you. You don't have to use that that table during your examination. It's only during your practice that you use the table. Okay, so we have some time, right? So can I ask you some questions? I hope you were all ears. So now you can answer my questions, right?
Yeah, sure, teacher.
Okay. Q&A time. I give you some questions here. Wait, let me share the link, the Mentimeter link. Okay, here. Just click the link here so you'll be able to join. Okay. Can you click the link, the Mentimeter's link, so that you'll be able to join? Where is the Mentimeter? Okay, it's here. Present. Preview presentation. Okay, can you join? Can you join the link, all of you? Please join the link, www.menti.com. Or you can also join through the code. I'll give you the code. Okay, you can also join through the code here. I give you the code. Okay, that's the code 25405714. How many of you are joining? All right, I would like to know your perspective. How would you describe your learning in this lesson? So I give you A, B, C for you to choose. Come on. Choose one. What's your answer? I can't share the screen here. View results. Okay, so I will share the screen. View results. Where is the screen? Present, share screen. Okay. Would like to share the screen. Can you see the screen? Okay, can you see the screen? Oops, can you see the screen? 3 votes. Okay, I can't see your answer here. How would you describe your learning in this lesson? So you have 3 choices for you to choose. Can you give me your answer? I can't see your answer. View results. Three votes. Maybe my maybe my internet connection is so poor. Okay, come on. Show me your answer. try to answer, please? And then I will move on to the next question, which is an open-ended question. All right, I will show you the question. All right, here are the questions. Okay, maybe if I open Mentimeter, my line it's terrible. So I think I will just use the comment. All right, on YouTube. Okay, so I would just use the comment on YouTube. I'll just use the comment on YouTube. It's easier because my line is quite slow. Okay. Let me share the slides. Where are my slides? Window. Okay. All right. So I would like to ask you these 3 questions. Very simple. So you follow my session, definitely you would be able to answer this question. All right, I need you to identify the keywords. All right, what are the keywords? When you need to elaborate, you need to find the keywords, right? Before you elaborate. So what are the keywords for this question 1? I heard that the members visited a few interesting historical places in Malacca. Which historical places did you enjoy visiting? So can you please write, forget about the Mentimeter. Can you please write in the comment? I am checking the comment on YouTube. Yeah, those viewers out there, can you try? Just let me know. What's your answer? What's the keyword? Don't worry, if it is wrong, I will not kill you. Only 3 questions. We have like 6 minutes. Oh, Madam Aisa is with us. Hi, Madam Aisa. I pray that your mother-in-law will recover soon. Okay, everybody out there, all the viewers, I hope you also pray for Madam Aisa because her mother-in-law is very sick now. Pray for recovery, okay? Pray for her recovery. All right, Madam Aisa, take care. I'm good here. All right, come on, students. Give me your answers. What are the keywords here for number 1? I heard that the members visited a few interesting historical places in Malacca. Which historical places did you enjoy visiting? What are the keywords? Okay, because earlier I told you, right, these are the keywords. Delicious food, palatable, all right, enjoy, interesting, all right. So make sure when you elaborate, you have to look for the keywords. Come on, what's the keywords? Interesting and enjoy. Okay, good job, Nor Malisa. One more, another keyword. I think there are 3 keywords here. Okay, enjoy, Alif. All right, good. Alif. Someone, what else? Alif? Is it only enjoy? There's also the word interesting. And then don't forget. Come on, come on. Others, what about others? Song Homan, Pranif, would you like to try Pranif? Fauzan, where are you, Fauzan? Zahin Asmadi, would you like to try? Nur Alia, don't worry. Yes, very good. Nur Alia, interesting historical places, enjoy. Nur Alia, are you from my class? Nur Alia, where are you from? Nur Alia, can you introduce yourself, Nur Alia? Are you from my class? Please let me know where are you from so that I can reward you. All right. Alia, just type there in the comment. All right, second question. Let's look at second question. I heard that Uncle Devash arranged for something special for the wedding. Can you tell me what he did? So what are the keywords here? Nur Alia, please let me know. Where are you from? Are you from my class? Okay, second question, quick. Oh, private student. All right, good. Thanks for joining us. Nur Alia, can you PM me? Can you PM me? My Telegram is this @teacher Yenny. That's my Telegram. You just PM me. Okay, second question. I heard that Uncle Devash arranged for something special for the wedding. Can you tell me what he did? So, can you give me the keywords? So, when you elaborate, what are the keywords that you need to focus on? Hello, hello. Come on, Song Ho Man. Malisa, Alif. Which Alif is this? Alif, is it Alif Rizal? Or Ahmad Alif? Or Alif Nabil? There are so many Alifs in my class. Okay. Zahin? Who is Zahin? Is it Nazirul Zahin? This one is Asmadi. Zahin Asmadi. Okay, Fauzan, come on. Just give a try. Special. Okay, good job, Normalisa. Normalisa, you are my student, right? Special. Yes, that's the answer. Special. All right. Something special for the wedding. Okay. So you have to elaborate 2 events. Okay. That are special. And the last one, come on, the last one. The last one, what are the keywords? The keywords here, I also heard that participants got to learn how to do photo editing using online apps. Do you like the apps? Do you like the apps? What are the keywords here? Anyone? Hello, hello. Okay lah, never mind. I give you the answer because now it's already 6 o'clock. So the answer is like. You can talk about, that you love the apps, all right? Why do you love the apps? Why do you like the apps? Okay? All right, so it's time to say goodbye to all of you. And of course, I believe that you have learned something. Do come back, all right? Next week, Tuesday, we have another free class for all of you, okay? It's free tuition for all of you. Muet tuition, you don't have to pay a dime. You don't even have to pay 5 ringgit or 10 ringgit, but we are willing to share, all right? And make sure that you join us next week, Tuesday. And also don't forget to join us on this Telegram. Let me share the link, the Telegram, where is the link? Telegram. I would like you to join us here so that we give you updates. If we have any updates, we will share with you here. Okay? That's the Telegram link. Please share with your friends so that they would get more information. All right? They would get more information. They garner more knowledge. So thank you for supporting all of us here, and I believe that you will continue to support us because you are all awesome students. All right, I believe that you want to learn, and I know that some of you, you can't afford to pay for tuition. Therefore, we have free tuition for all of you. All right, thank you, and I think that's all. All right, we really appreciate your support. Okay, now I'm looking for the outro. All right, thank you very much. And I'm sorry if let's say, you notice that there are some technical glitches, or maybe, you notice that the line is not so good here. All right. Where is the outro? Okay. Here's the outro. So it's time for me to say goodbye. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to support all of us. Bye-bye.
Wow, banyaknya hadiah menarik menanti anda. Wah, kini Akademi YouTuber mengambil inisiatif baru di mana memberikan hadiah-hadiah ini secara percuma. Ya, percuma kepada anda semua. Bagaimana caranya? Dengan mengikuti kelas tuition online percuma Akademi YouTuber sambil mengutip mata kredit, anda dapat menukarkannya dengan hadiah-hadiah yang menarik ini. Tunggu apa lagi? Segalanya percuma.
Jangan lepaskan peluang tau. Dah dapat banyak hadiah menarik, takkan nak lepaskan peluang.
Layari www.academyyoutuber.com sekarang untuk maklumat lanjut.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.